Hello, welcome to another day in my studio. My name's Hallie and I am an illustrator based in Australia, and today I'm getting ready to live illustrate an event tomorrow. So I thought I would show the behind the scenes and everything I do to get ready for an event. So let's get into it. First things first, I'm going to collect everything that I need from my shelf. So we have markers, refills, glitter. We need to unpack from my last event and then repack. Take everything out. Bag of signage and markers. Need to charge this, and my iPad. Band-aids and bright wipes needed. I'll put everything on charge that I need to from my last event. Get rid of all these stickers. Packaging, I've got a couple cards in there. Need to empty the rubbish from last event. All right, next thing. So I've got paper, packaging, things to draw with, things to see with, and then all my other bits and pieces. That's how I decide and remember what I've got. So this event that I'm working tomorrow, I have been invited by the beautiful Zonzo estate to come along to their tasting night. So it is a bit different to a wedding, mainly that I don't have as much time to work with. And I know in fact that everyone is a couple that is getting married at Zonzo in the next 2 years. So I only really need to make sure I have enough paper for 4 hours of work. We have about 48 couples, which is a lot more than 4 hours of work. So I will be taking some home to do. I can probably get through 50% in the 4 hours with some talking time, hopefully a bit more. So I'm just going to count up how many templates I have left over. I have this one here and this one that would work well. And that's all I would need. I don't need any solos and I don't need any groups. So let's count these ones up. 27 of those ones. I don't think I'll have to cut any up, which is really nice. I was obviously pretty organized last time and I cut a lot more than what I needed to. If we've got about 20 of these, we should be fine. 1, 2, 17, 18. Perfect. And so this one's good for both genders, and I can make one person a little bit taller if needed. And then I also have, I don't actually have any cut up, but that should be fine. I do. They're just stuck. I also have 2 suits, so I've got a few of them. So we should be set to go. Usually my first step would be counting how many I have left, counting how many I need, and creating the difference. But as I have enough, I don't need to worry about that tonight, which is lovely. What I will do is I need to top up my cards. I need to add a few more of these. Next that we need is cardboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I probably need 30 on the day and then another 15 after. So let's start cutting up we'll try and do 30. So I've got some left over just for tomorrow. So perfect. Cardboard is cut. So even though they're recycled, you see there's always one good side and then one with a bit of text, and I just put this side up against the paper so when guests collect their illustration, it's nice and clean on the back and the picture is on the other side like this. Next thing on my list, as this is kind of like an open day, kind of like an expo, kind of like a wedding, a little bit of everything, I just have some other examples here that I'm going to bring on the day. I'm just gonna sort them into categories and take a few of the bits and pieces, just so I'm not only taking couples, I can take a variety. A couple, family. So we have a couple of solos, pregnant. We'll leave, fuck it, we'll take all these. So there's some examples for me to put on display. Some cards. There's quite a few here, might as well just take heaps because why not? We'll add that to there. What else? I've got some plain paper. I've got some templates. I don't really need them, but I just keep them there. I've also got, where is it? I've got a QR code here to put on my desk. And then I also have these stickers that I'll put on the back just with my information. I tend to include them for most events. Now that I have them in stock, it's just such a good idea by a fellow celebrant that I've worked with a few times. I just need to get a bit of paper together. So I've got about 20 couples that I'll be able to do in the 4 hours, maybe a few more. But for everyone that wants an illustration over the 20, I'll need to post theirs. So I'm just going to put a bit of paper together that they can put their address on it, basically. Their name, their address, their contact details, just in case I need to contact them for anything. And then I'll be able to post their illustration to them after the wedding. Well, not the wedding day, after the dinner, you know? And then I've got to wait for everything to charge and we should be all good to pack up. Now the time has come to pack everything up and pop it in my car. So let's pack together and I can show you everything that I'm bringing in my kit for tomorrow's event, which is the same as what I bring for my weddings as well. Starting with my pink basket. Then we have examples, paper, cardboard packaging, a few bits of plain paper just because you never know, some marketing cards and some packaging cello slips. Cardboard, all recycled and cut up by myself, obviously. Put that in there. iPad and light, two very essential items. Marker refills and glitter. Then I have a names list and my QR code stickers. They're just gonna slip into the side. Next, for chargers and electronics. In here I have a Band-Aid and a screen wipe, which I also use for my glasses. So there's a couple of Band-Aids in there, a couple of portable chargers, a portable charger, and I'm also going to add my other portable charger, my portable charger's charger, and my light charger, which I probably won't need any of this, but it's good to have anyway for longer events. Maybe like around the 7 to 8 hour marks, I might need to charge my light a little bit. I never have to, but just in case, I like to bring everything. Because could you imagine I forget to charge my lamp one day? I really hope it never happens. But I forget to charge it and then I rock up there and I don't have anything to charge it with. So it's better to be safe than sorry. And then saying that, I also have a little battery operated lamp, or a little book light really, that I bring as another backup. I have also never used that and I hope that I don't need to, but you never know. I always want to have backups just in case. Next, my glasses, my what is it? My Moft little tripod, which is very handy. And then a little stand so I can put an example in the stand so it stands up. A little bit rogue, but always have this. So I like to spray my tablecloth that I'm using with bug spray before I do anything, just so I don't have to have bugs flying all over my paper and making dirty marks and all that. Last thing for this basket is my iPad stand. So I take it out of its case and pop it in here because it looks a bit tidier. And that is everything for that basket. Cannot forget my markers. I also have earplugs in here because I tend to use them every event. There's so many little things that you don't even consider until you've actually been to the event and experienced like how loud everything is and how hard it is to concentrate when it's so loud and you're right next to the DJ. So there's lots of little things in here that make my life a little bit more comfortable to ensure I give the best quality service I can for as long as possible. And then this is my bag of bits and pieces. This kind of always stays like this. So I have, we'll take it out and I'll pop it in. We have my sign, which has all the steps for the guest to use, especially if I'm busy or talking to someone. It's always good to have some instructions so people can read them. And then I have my Hallie Dot sign. I'll put that in my bag. Oh God. See, there's nothing aesthetic about this side of things. I'm just so like, eh. Put it all together so nothing breaks and everything is safe and we're good to go. And then just, I've got this tripod that I bring as well. I don't use it that often, but sometime I'll have a big enough table that I'll be able to put the big tripod out. So yeah, that is all I'm bringing for my kit side of things. I'm also bringing a trestle table, a chair and a tablecloth, which I'll put in my car later. And then that is all for the work side of things. And then for my personal side of things, I bring basically every medication possible. So think antihistamines, nose spray, cold and flu, Panadol, ibuprofen, throat spray, Gaviscon sachets, like everything that I don't need to use every day, but sometimes you just need something. So I have just about everything. And then I also bring my laptop to use to charge everything as well, so I don't need a PowerPoint the whole night. I also bring all my extra wall chargers just in case. Especially with weddings, it's important to have everything that you need in case something happens, because you never know and it's someone else's wedding day. And for me, I just need to do the best possible service and give them everything that they booked for. So I'm entirely self-sufficient on the day. So yeah.